Hey, thanks for coming to 1500ESPN.com. I'm Derek Wetmore. I'm going to share with you my 5 thoughts from Wednesday's Twins-Pirates game. It was a messy baseball game all the way around. A 10-4 loss for the Twins to the Pirates. Let's get started with 5 thoughts. Thought number 1, the Twins were playing without Trevor Plouffe, who was added to the paternity list before the game. Trevor and Olivia Plouffe are expected to welcome their firstborn child to the world on Wednesday. So congratulations in order to Trevor and Olivia, but it meant the Twins are playing without their third baseman, who's been, in my opinion, their second best position player behind Brian Dozier so far this season. So that's a big loss for the Twins. They played Eduardo Nunez at third base, and another, I guess, a fringe benefit, you could call it that. Jorge Polanco got the call up from AAA Rochester. The Twins are going to get a couple of games here anyways to evaluate what Polanco could bring to the team. He got a pinch hit at bat on Wednesday, but did not reach base. Thought number 2, it was just really a sloppy game in general, like I mentioned, but a couple of bad plays. The one that stood out in my mind was what I would call a Little League home run. Andrew McCutchen hit what should have been a single to right field. By the end of it, he was circling the bases. 2 runs had come around to score, and then McCutchen played it himself for the 3rd run. Eddie Rosario inexplicably let a ball get by him in right field, and then the relay throw was going into third base where McCutchen would have been content to wind up after the play, and Brian Dozier's throw to Eduardo Nunez also got by. I have no idea what happened on that one, but after it got by him, Eduardo Nunez turned to run to get the ball and collided with McCutchen just past third base. McCutchen was awarded home, and in the Little Leagues we called those home runs, even though obviously it was just a single. Sloppy play, sloppy base running, sloppy fielding for the Twins all day, and the Pirates were not immune either. Thought number 3 is the base running. Miguel Sano was caught twice on the base paths, running too far, once between first and second, and once to end the game. I thought, fittingly enough, Mauer had reached base, found his way over to third base, with some good base running, and then Miguel Sano drove Mauer home with a double. Only problem is then Sano rounded too far off second base. The right fielder pegged him down, threw behind him at the bag, and got Sano out for the 3rd out to end the game. That's a really disappointing ending for the Twins, obviously. They lost by 6 runs, meaning that run by Miguel Sano did not matter. His job there after he drives home Mauer is to not make an out on the base paths, and he did not do his job. The Twins have suffered a little bit from Miguel Sano's bad base running in his first month in the big leagues. I guess he'll take it because he's been so good with the bat offensively, but long-term you'd like to see him shore up some of those problems, and they were at the surface on Wednesday. Thought number 4, Aaron Hicks had a nice day, to go on to the positive after probably 3 negative notes, and the 5th one not going to be much better. But thought number 4 is all positivity. Aaron Hicks has been great since he returned from a strained right forearm in early July. In fact, I pulled up his splits. Listen to these 2 players and tell me if they sound like the same guy. First 2 years in the big leagues, he hit .201 with a .293 on-base percentage and a very puny .313 slugging percentage. Basically not worth having in the lineup or even on the bench. But here's Aaron Hicks since his return. I believe it was July 3rd would have been his first game back up with the Twins. He was hitting .323 with a .410 on-base percentage and a .554 slugging percentage entering Wednesday's game. He had 3 more hits on Wednesday. Those totals will go up. An amazing month for Hicks. He found himself batting 2nd in the Twins lineup against left-handed starter Francisco Liriano. I'd expect that to continue. I think Hicks absolutely belongs near the top of the lineup against left-handed starters. Right-handed starters, maybe not. Maybe he can go down to the bottom of the lineup there and contribute with the glove, although his left-handed swing has looked a lot better than it was in either of his first 2 seasons. He's no longer embarrassing himself. Hicks has been a really good player for the Twins, and his individual success hasn't necessarily led to team success these past 2 weeks, but he has been fantastic and really made the loss of Byron Buxton much easier to absorb. Thought number 5, Ervin Santana, not a great start, 5 2/3 innings, 6 earned runs. He said, through 4 innings he had just allowed 1 run, a solo home run to Jung Ho Kang, but the 6th inning unraveled on him and he gave up a 2-run homer to McCutchen in the 5th. So not a good start for Ervin Santana. He's now made 5 since he got back from his steroid suspension. 3 of them have been brilliant, and 2 of them just not so good. Wednesday's was of the latter variety. If he's much better going down the stretch, the Twins will obviously get a big boost from having him anchor their rotation. He's pitched like an anchor in 3 of his 5 starts, but 2 of them he did not. Wednesday, he did not. Be interesting to see how Ervin Santana performs the rest of the way on basically a fresh arm and expected to be one of the Twins' best starters this year. That'll do it for this 5 Thoughts video. Check out my column on the website, 1500ESPN.com. Also got some other analysis pieces up there as we approach the trade deadline here. Friday is a big day across Major League Baseball, the non-waiver trade deadline. Keep it locked to 1500ESPN.com. We'll keep you updated with all the news, opinions, analysis, podcasts, videos, columns. We run the gamut at 1500ESPN.com. That'll do it for this video, though. Until next time, I'm Derek Wetmore signing off from Target Field. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time.